So guys, we're going to develop a hydroponic system, and what you see here is a hydroponic system that we were already able to put together. Yeah, I was a little nervous about, the hydroponic system. I didn't know, for example, you're measuring water, the temperature, different levels of water. So it was something that I was, really apprehensive and nervous about because I didn't have any knowledge about hydroponics and how to actually take care of a hydroponic system. Today we're going to talk about what? Our aeroponics. And we're going to put this system together. So I want you guys to explore some of these things. This is a sponge, so I'm going to give everybody a sponge. So I was a little apprehensive about, presenting a hydroponic system to kids with special needs because I thought that they would damage the actual system. There's different parts of the system, pulling, hoses, they might get upset and hit the hydroponic system. So I was a little nervous about that. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Water. Yes. We need to put water in here. I've tried to identify and allow the kids to explore and have different systems. The wonderful thing about hydroponics, there's different systems that you have. So presenting a system that for a kid that if they damage it, it's really not an issue because it's a simple system. And that's what I learned about hydroponics. There's different hydroponic systems that the students can learn on. So now we're at our system. This is a commercial system that we're going to use, guys. Wow, what do you see right here?
Plant.
What kind of plant is it?
Flowers.
Flowers, yes.
Flowers.
Can you guys smell it? Come smell it. My recommendation for working with students with hydroponics is keep the system simple, and it could be a water bottle. It could be a soda bottle, and that's a hydroponic system. And that's what I didn't know prior to learning about hydroponics, that there's different systems that can be utilized when you're working with kids with special needs. And you can build these systems. Step one would be going into the lesson, familiarizing myself with the lesson. And once I'm able to do that, I'll look to some of the videos and some of the information that Green Art Planet presents, and that'll allow me to develop my lesson.
How many of you know what hydroponics is? It's growing plants in water instead of soil, right? But why would anyone want to do that?
I'll look at the curriculum. What a curriculum is appropriate. You have K to 5th grade, and I'll go through all the curriculums. I'll look at what I want to teach during that lesson, and from there, I'll develop a plan. So when I'm developing a lesson, I'm looking at the objective and seeing what objective will be able to meet the kids' needs and what will be simple. So I'm looking for the simplest objective that I could present to the class. So the next step in Google Docs, I create an outline of the actual story. I'm looking at the curriculum, I'm looking at Green Art Planet video, but also looking at other resources like going to Google. Okay, so for example, if I'm doing parts of a plant, there's different tools that I utilize during the internet and bringing out materials that I can utilize during that activity. So I create a folder, and basically I put all these elements in that folder. If we're talking about, if it's soil, then that's that soil folder. If we're talking about plant parts, that's that plant part folder. And this is something that we work on for the whole entire week. We create a story, a social story. So I go to the Green Art Planet website, I watch the video, and then I understand the video. For example, plant parts. I look at how they're teaching the lesson. What are the objectives? And once I'm able to do that, I take what I have from that video and incorporate it into my lesson. So I'm modeling what Green Art Planet does and to incorporate it into my lesson. I become the Green Art Planet expert. So the next step is I find the objective, and then I create a question to answer that objective. What are we using this for?
Water.
Yes, what do we talk about? Plants need what?
Water.
And what else? What's that?
Light.
Light, yes. It's important to keep it simple so that kids can develop an understanding of what they hear and what they see and what they feel. And that is modeling certain things and behaviors during the lesson and activity. I gather materials, I do a lot of research. I'll go to Google, I'll gather materials about the lesson that I'm being taught. I'll do visuals, I'll do a lot of hand-ons, activities with the kids, and then also I'll bring other videos along with Green Art Planners into that lesson.
Yeah, when I blow up, I'ma soar high like Peter Pan. In real life, be living out my dreams. If I'm waking up, it's in a foreign land. Whole wrist covered up.
So I like to add my own personal activities to the lesson. Basically, I'll do a rap, I'll do a song, we'll sing, we'll dance. I'll bring in other materials, basically just to spark interest and get the kids excited.
What kind of plants do you think you're gonna grow?
I don't know, maybe tailway.
I definitely recommend that other teachers add their spin to lessons, music, videos, anything that might spark the students' interest during that activity. So when I teach hydroponics, I always keep in mind that I want to have a hands-on experience. Go ahead, try it. So we can come here and harvest it? How do I get all the kids to participate? And it's usually putting the system in the center of a table and having kids around that table participating, and we're talking about it. Some of the challenges is trying to keep all the kids involved because each kid learns at a different level. So basically how to keep them to remain engaged in the activity. So that's why I do a lot of hands-on activity, a lot of touching, a lot of feeling. So at the end of the week, we give the students a quiz. And basically, we're trying to accomplish the objective. So for example, it might be identify 4 parts of the plant and then also explain the function of those plants. What do you think about it? Why are we learning about aeroponics?
To grow.
And we use different materials. It could be using the smart board. It can also be cutting and pasting where they're actually taking a part of the plant and labeling. And then also we might have discussion about that as well. So something else that I like to do during the course of the lesson is to record the wins and to actually allow the kids to talk about what they've learned and actually engaging in the activity.
I love hydroponics because I like it and I could work and stuff, and it's healthy to do that.
So once I'm able to have the videos, we share it with staff, we share it with the students. They would actually see themselves participate in learning, and then we also share it with the parents. It's important to share videos and what the children learn because we want participation. So when parents see that, they see something visual. When other teachers see that, other teachers want to be a part of it and participate. Well, the kids react to the hydroponic system because this is something that they can actually make. So what do you need for a hydroponic system? What do you need?
We're gonna need water, light, and air. So good to go.
Hydroponics presents a lot of hands-on, meaning that you have a soda bottle, you're cutting, you're actually putting the system into plate, putting the system into the lesson. For example, these are things that they see on a daily basis. They see soda bottles, they see water bottles, and actually developing a hydroponic system through these things that they see on a daily basis, they get excited about. And the advice that I would give with teachers that are interested in hydroponics is start out small, simplify the lesson, and Green Art Planet has wonderful lessons on their website, and utilize those lessons and find a curriculum that meets your needs as well as the children's needs. I think a great part of teaching hydroponics is something that the kids can take home and present to their parents. We develop them here and we show them how to utilize the hydroponic system here, and they are able to take it home and bring it to their parents.
Right there. Oh, good job.
Our kids love being around the plants. They love to actually harvest. They love to be able to take these things home. They be able to smell them, taste them. They enjoy that activity and that sensory that it gives them.
So happy that everyone can get more healthy foods.